designer. Exactly what it means. It's not too complicated. Then again, most things aren't that complicated. We make them complicated.
What?
Most things.
Well,
To be fair.
Yeah.
Even as individuals, we make shit complicated.
Oh, we always make it.
This shit ain't all peaches and cream. It can be easy as shit. We're like, oh, we gotta make it hard. Just dumb shit. Fucking human nature.
It's a nice little beverage.
Cause it's got a kick to it. It's a little sweet.
It's a little sweet. But it's good.
So am I Turkish. So am I. It's warm, yo.
Oh, it's a little warm. Hey, listen, well, welcome back to another episode of Opinions and Consequences.
We're back.
Episode 9?
9.
9 weeks, people.
Is there another language you could say then?
Nerf. Nerf is in French.
Nerf is French.
9. German.
9. Jordan wore 9 in the Olympics.
Okay, so Jordan.
Key points. So it's another big number 9. I don't think there's a lot of big 9. Either way, it's a big 9 for us.
9 is a lucky number in China, actually.
Is it?
It's a lucky number, yeah, like the number 9.
I didn't know.
Like, forget number 7, we're going to 9.
Wow. I was born in September. That's the 9th month, so I'll take that one.
There you go. See, there's some positive
There's
parts.
all association here. We gonna figure it. We gonna figure it out. We gonna figure this out.
We're gonna figure all this out. Hey, once again, listen, my name is AJ McClough. I'm the host, and
Clinton Martinez, your co-host. How you doing?
listen, welcome back, man. Listen, we're just gonna start it up by opening the bar. Anything you want to talk about? As of recent,
This last week been crazy. It been a little nuts. Let's see. So everything happening around the world, right? You see the dude in the president of the Philippines. He's getting rid of corruption. He crunched like $5.5 million worth of cars. It was like 76 cars. I think it was like Porsches, Benzes. He's getting rid of corruption. He's catching dudes up. What else? Oh, the plane crash in Mexico. That was crazy. Aero Mexico. No one died. So that's a positive. That is a positive. That was good. All the albums that dropped. Listen, it was like 7, 8 albums that dropped. Air songs, a lot of new music, which was dope.
Wait, this week?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know what? You ain't lying.
Yep. Like seven projects might have dropped. Rick Ross was supposed to drop. He didn't drop. That was one that didn't drop. Football's back. Officially. Officially, football's back. And you know, there's been a lot. Oh, LeBron in the school. The school thing.
I promise.
Yep, I promise. Dude, there's been a lot. Like, there's been
this week has
and there's been
heat
waves across the country. And
there's been crazy heat
even
waves.
in UK, it's been a heat wave. So, there's a lot, man. There's a lot going on.
Nah, there's been a lot, man. You know, actually, I would tell you that, besides that, I took a little trip.
Where'd you go?
I actually took a trip to the inner city of Boston. I was on my tourist mode, and
Like touristy.
and I found out a lot of things. Like, I found out a lot of good things that maybe I overlooked as a child growing up here, or maybe I overlooked as just not caring because I'm from this area. But
Yeah, makes sense.
yo, I did not realize the Boston Commons is the oldest public park in America. Like,
No
that's
shit.
like no BS. Like, did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
But, like, so I'm not the only one that did not know. Like, that's the oldest park in America. The oldest
Really?
public park in America. I was like, well, goddamn.
You learn something new every fucking day. Yeah, and Boston Commons is actually nice. I think we take it for granted. We take a lot of stuff. Like, Boston is actually a nice city. No bullshit. Like, as much as I'm like, oh, I can't stand it. No. The older I'm getting, I'm like, yo, you gotta appreciate this shit a little bit more. When you actually, like, walk around and, like, do the touristy shit, like you're saying, or just happen to, like, walk or enjoy, like, the views. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're right.
It was crazy. Like, just to learn about all the different stuff, the Old North Church and all that.
What was your favorite part of your little tour?
You know what? I want to say more of the newer things, I guess.
Like what?
I guess more of the newer things that they've been placing up like the newer parks and all that stuff right by Faneuil Hall. There's like a little park right in the median, which I never been there because I commute. I commute in the automobile.
Despite what people think, people from Boston, like we don't really be like in the park and like our downtown is like literally shopping and we're out, right? Like that was it. Even growing up, like I noticed that, like that was really it.
But like my thing is, it's like
corner mall.
If you drive a car, you're never gonna be able to like kind of appreciate that stuff.
That's true too. But at a point, we took the train when we were kids. Adults, but now
as a kid, you're
not really. Like I said, downtown was corner mall and all that stuff. It was like the main area downtown. It wasn't really shit. Like,
it wasn't.
You don't really walk around now with all these skyscrapers and all the stuff they built. You're like, damn.
Yo, it's got real.
Damn. Oh, you know what I did this week? That was cool. I went to the Patriots training camp. That was dope.
Okay.
That was actually dope. It was hot as hell. Shout out to all the NFL players. Welcome back.
Oh,
I know. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to watch them this season though. I'm gonna be honest. Listen, a lot of stuff has changed.
I know how you fans are, man. You Patriots fans.
No, I'm not. It has nothing to do with the Patriots. It's not the Patriots. I'm just, the NFL has been on some shiesty stuff with the players. And that whole Madden Kaepernick taking his name out, that was kind of it for me. That was like the all right, guys. And the Dak Prescott, like just certain stuff, man. I'm just like,
okay. Not to go off on a rant, but you think that it was equally as fair as the same thing as taking Michael Vick off the cover? That was hard.
Damn,
that was hard. Mike, they took Mike. Yo, listen, like no BS.
What year was that? He was on the cover.
09, I think.
And that was good. That was the year he was you couldn't pick that team. If you picked them, it was Jesus Christ. I don't know. Like, see, this is a little worse. I think now we're at a different state,
bro.
Then you know what it was? Okay,
They I swear to goodness, I swear to goodness, I don't even think you could get Madden 09. Like you could get 06, 07. I don't think
we're gonna look that up on Amazon now. Now I'm curious because can you get that? Like,
bro,
I think we had that game.
We did.
We definitely had that.
But
game.
No bullshit. Like if you look at all the covers, it's like what happened to 09 though. Like so it's.
I'm gonna Google that. We gotta Google that. We gotta look at every cover for us past years and see if they actually really did it. Because I do remember when he was on the cover. It was a good year, but yeah, like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on, man. It's been an interesting week. I will say that. Oh, that was the other thing. I went to a salsa thing. First off, people, I can't dance salsa, not to save my life. I'm not gonna say it in front. But that was the most interesting, event I've been to all week. That shit was pretty crazy. Watching other cultures, music really does bring people together. No bullshit. This is crazy, right? I looked at this Asian dude who was old, just sitting on the side. When I mean this dude could dance, dude, he snatched up the youngest girl and was twirling her and doing all. I was like, holy Jesus Christ. I didn't get up. And shout out to all the performers from that event, but it was interesting to see black, white, Spanish. It didn't matter what everybody was dancing with each other, which was really dope, especially with all the stuff that's going on now. That was dopest thing of my week, actually. I will say that. I'll go to another one of those events, by the way. I don't even dance. I just sit there. Absolutely. Hands down. It was dope. It was just dope. It was a dope vibe. Everybody was happy, smiling. And shout out to dancers and their bodies, because your bodies are insane. I don't know what it is, or all they do is dance. It really is interesting. They can't run for 5 minutes, but they can dance for 9 hours.
They dance.
So, and the guys too, y'all are impressive. Them quick feet, man, it's not in the cards for me, I'm gonna be honest.
No, but I could dig that. Listen, we're going to get right into the nitty gritty, man. Listen.
Let's pick them up.
Pick them up. Put them down. Where we at?
We're going here.
Okay.
I go to Smiley Face.
You go to Smiley Face?
Oh, great.
Right here. Hey, what you got?
I got sports.
I got entertainment.
Ooh.
Entertainment.
Oh. So for sports, I guess let's get to it, man. Listen to Colin Kaepernick thing. And the LeBron thing. We'll talk about Colin Kaepernick getting taken off that song. That was grimy. Let's call it what it is, people. They blackballed that man. You know what I'm saying? They got that beef. They said, we didn't mean to take him off. And then someone came out and they showed them that they took him off the year before as well in another song. So he didn't get caught, but Madden didn't caught once, but twice. Now it kind of makes you question if you buy Madden, and that's where I'm kind of at with the NFL. That's kind of where I'm with that with the NFL, because this dude's getting blackballed, and it's pretty screwed up. Other thing is the Jordan LeBron thing, man. This LeBron school thing is dope. No matter what anybody says, we've been having these arguments all week. Listen, that's it, man. Like, there's nothing else you could really say. Like, NBA or not, the man opened a school, free food, like free everything. They help the parents get jobs. Listen, as great as people think Michael Jordan is, I ain't never heard of him taking anything or anything for anybody. But LeBron doing that, and they auctioning off the shoes on the wall. Like, even the setup of the school was dope. I was like, ooh, look at this. Like, this is crazy. They're gonna auction off I think it's 175 pairs of shoes or something like that. And he said in his own words, he was like, yo, this is the dopest thing I've ever done in my career. Like, everything else didn't matter. This was like it. And they've been working on this for like a while. And not just that everybody's like, oh, he funded a lot. Yeah, he funded a lot, but what he did was he got aligned with like Akron College. He got aligned with a lot of people in order to make the scholarship. So like if you go to the school and then you go to Akron, you get a scholarship. Like, it's like there's a lot of stuff involved with this. So it's like those were the two highlights of sports to me this week. You know what I mean? Like that was really my thing.
Hit me. Boom.
Good.
Okay. First things first. Colin Kaepernick. It is grimy what they did to him. It is super grimy. But at the end of the day, man, it's who's paying the bills. It's who's paying the bills and all that extra stuff, and it is messed up the way that a lot of politics has to play in part of this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was. Like I said, we could go back to saying the whole Michael Vick thing, like Michael Vick getting taken off the cover and all that extra stuff. That was foul too. That was for him to get taken off the cover. Yeah, it was messed up. I do think that they're going a little overboard with the whole Colin Kaepernick thing. I think it's a dead issue. But you know what I mean. It's just one of those things where it's a song though. It's a song, bro. Like I feel like that's over the top, but chiming in about the LeBron thing, like, you know, LeBron, you know, kudos to him. I feel like other people have done this, not on a grander scale. I feel like this is not the first time somebody has reached out and tried to do something great for the community, and it not being publicized the way this is being publicized. Fair to say, because you know what I mean. It was granted, homeboy did what he had to do, but the Lance Armstrong organization and all that extra stuff. But I'm not saying that is equivalent to him building a school. But at the same time, I feel like there has been other influencers in the past that have tried to do the same thing, but they weren't promoted at his level.
Okay.
But yeah.
I mean, okay. I'm not gonna sit here and say athletes don't do these type of things. Like, athletes do scholarship programs, they do all that, but how many have actually helped their community? And I think that's the difference in this whole situation. Like, Jordan sold sneakers for how many years and profited off black people for how many years? You've never seen him build a school. You've never seen him take a political stance. You've never seen, like, and that's, I think, the difference in this. This is like a checkmate. It's like all right, like now it's like, we don't need to have a conversation about who's the humanitarian in this effort.
Okay, that's fine.
That's what it is.
But at the same time, let's be fair with this and sit there and say that he's getting paid, bro.
But it doesn't.
LeBron's getting paid,
but he's also putting up his own. That's what's more impressive.
But that's fine.
You put up your own money.
You know what I mean?
You put up your own money.
Okay, you put up your own money.
You put up your own money. That's when you a boss. We can agree on that. We can all agree. When you put up your own bread.
Hold on. I understand that. I understand that. But there's such thing as tax write-offs.
Absolutely. There's no okay. Buying a property and not getting taxed on it, great. You still have to spend the money on the property. He still put the money up. Like, he still put the money up for designs, for the materials. Like, that's still money you're putting up out of your pocket. Now, how much money has Michael Jordan made per year off of Jordans? I can tell you, $350 million per year. Per year. Since 96. And actually before that, actually. No. Because you got to remember, Jordans were the hottest sneaker at a point. And you got to remember how expensive they were.
They wasn't better than Felines, not the Grand Hills.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be ignorant. Don't be ignorant. Let's call it what it is. Let's call a spade a spade. Jordan never did this. He never did this.
No,
He never did it. And I think that's what people, when it's genuine from the heart, we kind of just excuse it. We're like, oh, well, nah, bro. This is a milestone. Like, I remember Jalen Rose tried to do something like it. It didn't go kind of the way. It was a little different. It didn't work out. So you give credit. Derrick Rose also did something with, I think it's like $400,000 in scholarships or something like that, which is dope. Like, I think anything of that scale, but when it's the best player in the NBA, that's what makes a difference. Because Jordan was the best player in the NBA for a long time. Kobe was it for a long time. I'm not saying everything has to be publicized, but when you open a school that not only assists kids, their parents, gets them to college, in your hometown, how dope is that? And you used your influence as a player. You were like, yo, here, take these sneakers and auction them off. Like, it was just multiple things. Like, free lunch. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these things add up. If you're 2 miles away from the school, we'll pick you up for free. Like, that is all dope. And you not only you added the city into it by getting Akron College into it, you made sure you kind of included everybody. That is, like, there's no... You know what I mean? Jordan's, yeah, you could say Jordan greatest NBA player, but greatest humanitarian player that was the greatest player at his point, you got to give it to LeBron. There's no other way to say that. There's no nice way to say that.
But is it fair to say that he has learned from predecessors?
Absolutely. But that's everybody in life.
Okay. No, but that's what I'm saying though. So like my thing is just like he could get that cake for now, but somebody's gonna do something greater.
There's always gonna be somebody greater. Yeah. But his legacy will live on. His legacy will live on as long as that school is there. I think as people we kind of don't look for legacy. We don't. We really don't. Like, what do you want to be remembered for?
Well, because you know what? No. I agree with you. You know what I mean? I say we do and we don't look for legacy, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of people nowadays they undermine it by saying that. Well, now like what you're saying. Oh, LeBron's doing this, so forget what everybody else had did in the past because at that present time they was that legend.
I'm not
present time they was that legend though.
I'm not saying that.
Is it fair to say that at that time, when they did what they did for their community and for culture, they was that guy?
But to be fair, then I can give you devil's advocate. Look at Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Look how much he did for civil rights and all that stuff.
Yeah.
He's not forgotten. Muhammad Ali. Look what he did for civil rights.
No, I understand that.
So they're different. There's always going to be a next up, a next up, a next up. It's always going to be a next up. What do you want to be remembered for? What is Michael Jordan going to be remembered for besides the greatest basketball player of all time? And sneakers. What else? What else humanitarian, I guess, or philanthropy worthy? And that's the problem. And see, once you shrug your shoulders, that tells you right there.
Not everybody is that.
Not everybody. I'm not saying everybody is, but at the same time, you gotta give credit where credit is due. As much as people hate LeBron, I remember at a point in my life I didn't like LeBron. And I tried to figure out, like, yo, sit back and think, like, I couldn't deny your greatness. I could not deny his greatness. I can't. It was impossible for me. Oh, 6'8", 2'8", 270, whatever. You move that fast. Okay, basketball. Now we're getting into the man. That's a whole different situation. How someone knows you as that and as something different, that's way different. Because you hear stories, if you know people who know athletes who are jerks and this and that and that. And I've never seen anything negative about LeBron James in media. If it isn't like made up, like, oh, he's going to LA. Oh, but then it's like, yo, he spoke out against this. He did this. He did, like, you never hear about the man in a scandal. You never hear the man cheat. Like, and granted, it could be whatever. I'm not saying he's exempt. He's a man. I understand. But at the same time, how do people sit here and hate on that man? I really try to figure it out. Now it's like, damn, what else negative can you say?
Let me ask you a question. How much is he paying you to talk about him on this show?
I wish he was paying.
Keep it 100.
If he paid me, I swear to God, I'd talk to him about him. Yo, listen, LeBron, listen, if you want to fund me, listen, 100,000, I'd do it. I ain't got no problem. That covers all the bills. That covers everything. Listen, if you want to pay me, but no, I do appreciate, one thing I do appreciate is good people. It's a very rare thing that we see things like this, and I think we have to appreciate them and give the people the credit they do, because it's not about the flowers when you're gone. It's about getting the love when you're here, and that's all I'm saying with that man.
I'll talk to that one.
But as far as Colin Kaepernick, NFL, you're wrong. You're very wrong. And Madden, you're very wrong for trying to cover your ass with that whole
bullshit, John.
That whole situation of
John,
we didn't know.
Bay,
No,
bro.
you knew because you did it 2 years in a row.
Jay, John, you from the butt.
And I'm not buying your game. I'm not buying your game this year. He might, but I'm not.
I might, bro.
No, you are. Yeah,
I ain't buying a legend pack though.
You're gonna buy it though. Talk your top. No. Oh, no.
No,
Oh, we're
we're
going
right to
right
the middle.
All right, let's go middle.
All right, listen. Okay, this is interesting.
Ask the question.
Does social media change people for the better or for the worse?
Ooh.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Time's up. Let's go.
It can go two ways. And there's no answer to this. I'm gonna be honest. There's no answer to this. There's no easy answer to this. Honestly, it's gonna be complex.
There is no easy answer, but in my fair opinion,
yes.
I feel like it rushes people.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like social media rushes people. Like I feel like it puts this unprecedented pressure for people to get certain things done and accomplished now.
Instant gratification.
And I really don't find it's right. You know what I mean? Like I don't like that concept. I don't like how social media does that to people, because people look at other people's lives and now they look at their lives and like, why is that not my life? I need that to be my life now. So now I want to rush whatever I'm doing. I want to put pressure on this person. I want to do this so I can have that life.
I like where you're going with that. I like that.
I'm just saying.
I agree.
Though.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree. It's the instant gratification with the I gotta have what they have. I don't like that. I caught myself one time. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, no bullshit. It's a true story. I caught myself looking at someone and be like, damn, I need to get that. And then I felt corny because I was like, you know what? I had to sit back and like check myself. Like, nah, I don't need that. That's that bullshit. Listen, it's very unfair because everybody shows the good part of life on social media. So I think, in my opinion, it could make you for the worst. I'm gonna say 60-40 split. 60-40 split. And you know why? Because more of the negative is easier to consume for everybody. We literally get endorphins when people hit that heart button.
Oh my God.
It's released every time. It's it's a scientific fact, people. Please, if you want to go look it up, please go look it up. Scientific fact. Every time the heart button is hit and we get a like, it releases. It feels good. It feels good. It just feels good. So that's where the negative comes into play, because now you're just trying to keep up with certain things, and it just doesn't. It doesn't work out, because if real people know you, they're gonna be like, bro, like, we know what this is.
Yeah.
We know what this is. We're all guilty of it. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm not. You've been guilty of it before, have you? We're all guilty of it. But it's realizing it early and being like, you know what? I don't need to put this up. I don't need to do certain things to kind of impress anybody.
It's just misleading. It's
misleading. So can we call it a white lie? Is it a white lie?
Definitely. Social media is definitely a white lie, because you know what it is? It's not 24/7. It's not like you're gonna put the highlights. You know what's so funny?
Highlight film. That's what we call it, highlight film.
Highlight film. I do recommend all the viewers to watch this one movie. It was, oh my God, it had Tom Hanks in it. I'm actually gonna find it right now, but you can talk your talk though.
I mean, Gary Vee says it best. We all, shout out to Gary Vaynerchuk. We'd love to have you on the show, by the way. The internet gangster, I like to call him, the motivative speaker. He says it best. You guys can't take a punch in the mouth. And that's the reality of a lot of social media. When the reality hits people, they can't take that hit. That's what makes you. And I think that's what people don't like to show. Like, yo, I went through a hard time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I went through a hard time. Or even writing it in the caption saying, like, look, this was hard. This wasn't easy. Like, and people, I think, they assimilate hope with success. But then they assimilate money with success, and that is kind of where you can also deter off your road, right? A lot of people will say, oh, he has money. He's showing, he's flashing, he's this and that. Oh, I want that. But then you gotta sit back and be like, well, what's the other side of that? There's more to this story. For all you know, that guy could have did the worst stuff in the world for some money, and you have no clue. But he shows you the flashes, the highlights, oh yeah, I'm here, I'm there, and there. Cool. I know the same with there's a couple of females I know that take trips. We all know those. We all know those. Let's cut the shit.
We know.
We know what this is. Oh, you're taking a trip, baby. You didn't pay for it.
You didn't.
You didn't pay for it.
That wasn't yours.
You didn't pay.
Like,
for it.
You know what I mean?
You did
like
not
at
pay
the end
for
of the day,
it. And that's fine. That's fine. I get it. Do as you do, but don't front. Don't sit here when a person says, "How'd you go there?" Oh, there's no need to do that.
Right.
There's a dude I talk to, you pay for it. It is what it is. Me and my girl, he paid for me and my girl. Great. You know what I mean? Do your thing. But I just get to the point where I'm like, you know what? That's not your real life because you can't afford that without that. Same for dudes who flash cars or take their friends' cars and take a picture. It's like, bro, you don't got to live that life. It's not as glamorous as you think. Because
that's what I'm saying.
Live your wage. Live your wage. Because then there's going to be a point where you get tested.
Yeah.
You're going to get tested.
Because, but that's what it is that it puts, it messes up for even someone to get to know someone else, because now that life that's being portrayed online, now you're like,
you gotta live it up. You gotta live that.
You gotta live that life.
You gotta show us.
What do you mean you don't have this? Oh, well,
that was my man's stuff. Okay.
What?
Okay. All right.
And that's what I'm saying though. So it's misleading though. It's misleading, and I tell people, and that's why I tell people, yo, just live your life.
Do you
live your life?
Keep a lot of stuff private.
You know what I mean? Live that private life. You don't have to showcase everything that's going on every single day in your life.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, anybody that has that much time on social media doesn't have a life, in my opinion. That's personally my opinion. If you are on social media putting a picture every day, you don't have a life. You really don't. You're too concerned about what other people think. You're very concerned, and that makes you not only egotistical, but what's the correct word, Ash? Sorry, I'm trying to think of the word. Narcissistic. Narcissistic. You're very narcissistic, and that can get dangerous. That can definitely get dangerous.
Very dangerous.
But before I jump on, Carrie, I think you should come on our show. You're very interesting. I think we would blend well. I think we'd blend very well.
He said, Carrie.
Oh, listen, wait. Let's give a shout out to the fans. Thank you for everybody watching once again.
Oh, thank you again, man. Thank you for the love and support, man. Listen, any ideas that you guys have, just let us know.
Everybody in my inbox hit me. Thank you. Like, we'll figure it out. And we appreciate you. We really would love you. You know what I'm saying? That's like awesome. We really are big on that. What do you got, boss?
I got entertainment.
Talk your talk, boss man.
Listen, Travis Scott, man.
Ooh. Big one.
Astro World.
Finally
he drops. Listen, man. Listen. The dope thing about that I like about what he did is he celebrated and promoted it big, bro. He went big, bro. He went big. Yeah. What I say? Big or go home.
I like that.
Listen, my man rented out a private charter jet.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, my man put Astro World on the side of the jet.
Mm-hmm.
Took all his peoples all out to Chi-Town. And did kind of like a release party type of joint over there, like all that stuff. Like,
that's dope.
Real dope, man. You know what? I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I have not listened to the album yet. I listened to a couple of snippets of it.
Not bad.
You know, so far so good. If you guys have any good insight about that and all that extra stuff, please drop it below. What's your feedback on it? But I think it's dope, man. You know what I mean? He's doing it in a very different way in terms of promoting his album. A lot of people promote his album differently. Mm-hmm. You know, he's spending a little bit of paper for it.
Finally.
He spent about $30,000 to rent out that private jet.
Which is fine. Ain't cheap.
It ain't cheap, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's a promotion, it's a marketing tool, and whatever is going to get you to that next level to sell your CD, whatever. I'm for it.
That's dope.
But you know what I mean? That's why I was just like, you know what I mean? it's dope. It's dope that went down like that. And all
Shout out
that
to
shit.
Astro World. Like,
No, shout out to Astro. No,
it's a big shout out. I'm agree with you. That's a dope
Like,
shout out.
No BS.
Dope
no
out.
BS.
Like, I haven't listened to it with you. Like I said, we listened to a couple tracks before we got on here, but
That's what I'm saying.
4 or 5, and you know what? So far, it's what I expected. Fire beats. You know what I mean? He's gonna give you good beats. I like his sound.
I like it.
He's very creative. Like, agree 150%.
Okay.
Agree 150. Like, shout out to you, Travis. Finally, thank you for dropping it. First off, it took 9 years.
Astro World.
It took there was a lot of press and promotion behind it. And finally, for not giving somebody else your sound, because he was giving everybody the sound.
No, he was.
He was out here, he was on his producership, which is dope. Because shout out to T.I. for first finding him, and Kanye for taking him and making him what he is.
Yeah.
Because Travis is definitely different. He's not your average artist, which we all appreciate now at this date and time.
I found it a little bit weird when like how Drake was promoting him though. Is that a little weird?
They have a good relationship. Listen, this has been a good summer for music. You gotta give it what it is.
Is it weird that
he was cool with Travis. I think that's
But he was cool with Kanye.
Yeah, but then Kanye showed some colors.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying.
So that's where it gets weird.
So do I not fuck with you or do I not fuck with your clip?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Hey.
Do you ever think about that though? Like, would you fuck with someone who you didn't fuck with? And that's that question of what is it called? It's like you spoke to that person, you tell me what they said, but why did they tell that to you type situation. That's that's interesting because that's where that whole Pusha T and him came from. So yeah, I think it's fair.
Weird.
It's fair to ask that question.
It's weird.
Absolutely unbiased. No, you're right. Yeah, I think you got a good point there. Like, should you be cool with Travis? Because you're still making Kanye money. Yeah, you're still making Kanye money and Pusha T money.
Yeah.
He's signed to good music, but he's also signed to Grand Hustle. He signed to T.I. too.
Does he go to the release party?
No.
I'm here.
I highly doubt that.
I'm here for him. What?
Yeah, that's weird.
Nah, that's weird, bro.
How do you attack that? If it were you, what would you do?
FaceTime.
Ooh. You want to show up?
I can't, bro.
Okay, I respect it.
I gotta be like, yo, T.
T.
You
big
already know how the drama is. Like,
I'm big on that.
I'll fuck with you.
But I don't fuck with him.
Cool.
I
We
won't
can go
put hands on
out.
him. Yeah, I won't put hands on him.
Like, you can meet me in Miami. We could chill, but
I don't want to do with that. Nope. Yeah, I hit you. Cause I will put hands on him. Yeah, I get where you come from.
You know what I mean?
That actually makes a lot of sense to me. Like I don't like that when friends go out with like people you have a problem with.
Yeah.
That don't make sense to me.
That's what I'm saying.
I look at it and I'm kind of sitting back like, interesting.
Yeah, like, yo,
with that person.
Y'all.
Yeah, cool.
Oh,
so that means you're having that conversation about me at some point. At some point, it's coming up. You can, and people can lie and say, "Oh, they want us." Oh no, we didn't talk. Bullshit. It comes up at a point because someone's gonna say something slick like, "Oh, you chill with that person." Oh,
Okay.
it's like, yeah, I do, but then it's a conversation that you're gonna.
Let's
have.
have a conversation.
And that's the part that's very weird. What do we got here? Old athlete versus new athlete and their stances on issues. Ooh. Why don't you start that off?
Old athletes versus new athletes. I feel like a lot of old athletes and new athletes, they resemble each other, but I feel like nowadays, like, since we have social media, they have a stronger marketing platform.
Yep.
To market certain issues in life. You know what I mean? Like, I respect highly, Jackie Robinson for breaking that
Mold.
Color barrier. Like, you know what I mean? And then I respect Muhammad Ali for what he has stood up in and believed in. But at the same time, you got to imagine if they did that and they had social media, how much grander that would be.
Oh, yeah.
How much grander that would be versus the new class athletes. I feel like a lot of them, I don't want to say are a lot. I feel like, you know what I mean, with everybody, like a lot more people now, especially what they seen with Colin Kaepernick.
Yep.
I feel like a lot of people more are scared to stand up.
Elaborate.
Just because they seen what happened to him. They seen what happened to Colin Kaepernick. They're like, oh shit, I don't want to be not out of a job. You know what I mean? How am I gonna feed my family? How am I gonna do all of this stuff?
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is just like with old versus new. Old, there was no choice.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I don't believe in this. Nah, I don't do it. I'm not doing it. Nah.
Is that fear? You blame it on fear. What do you say is fear?
No, I feel like I don't know, man. Like back in the day, I feel like there was no fear back then, bro.
How you figure?
Because I feel like so much more people was just like, yo, nah, we ain't doing it.
If that was the case,
Jesse Owens, like all these people, like I feel like there was much more. They stood their ground, like, oh, this is what's going on. Nah, I'm not doing it.
That was social injustice.
I'm not doing it. Nah, my peoples. I'm doing this for my peoples. I'm doing this for my peoples.
They had the same hand dealt to them. They had the same exact hand. They were banished. They were looked at as troubles, misfits, as all that. So it's not like it changed. I don't think that changed.
No. Nothing changed. But what changed is the social media platform. It's how many more people are being reached.
Oh, you can reach them on a direct level.
Exactly. You can reach them on a direct level.
I mean,
and in all fairness, no disrespect to Colin Kaepernick. Listen, man, you great. I used you in Madden. Did me well. You did me. You won me a couple of big games. Thank you. Kudos to you.
Still uses Madden.
However, Colin Kaepernick isn't that guy.
What do you mean?
He's not that guy.
In which way?
In the way that a lot of these other former athletes were. Jackie Robinson, he's that guy. Jesse Owens, he's that guy. Muhammad Ali, that guy. These are very pinnacle and pivotal, big-time athletes in sports history. Colin Kaepernick's not. So,
yet.
No, at all. He's not playing ever again. Yeah. He's not playing again. He's not playing again. He's not playing again. No, but hear me out. He didn't do nothing gratifying enough where it's just like, yo, let me stop and listen to him. Let me stop and listen to him. Okay. Versus Jackie Robinson, versus Muhammad Ali, he's a champ. Versus Jesse Owens, he's the fastest man in USA. Like, you know, these people had higher these people were champions.
That's what it was.
And that's what it is, though.
That's the problem.
No, and that's the problem because you know why? America needed them.
But that's also the issue. Like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, when he took his stance on social issues, he wasn't a champion at that point.
He wasn't.
He wasn't. So why wasn't he necessary? But yet he was a figure in it. So to be fair, I don't think you have to be a champion to take a stance, right? It takes one person to change the world. Nelson Mandela is a key advocate of that. Went to jail, unjustly, everything. He stood for his people. You don't have to be a champion to stand for the people. You have to stand for the right cause. You just have to be the one. That's all it is. And no one before Colin Kaepernick did this. Colin Kaepernick, he was that first to take a knee. He was the one that they hate the most is the one that they love later. They didn't embrace Muhammad Ali. They hated Muhammad Ali. It wasn't until after they were like, oh, we love him. No, they didn't. That's absolutely false. You can actually go ask somebody from the 60s, the 50s. They'll tell you they hated him.
In the beginning.
But that's the point. Colin Kaepernick is on the same scale. He's at that point because it's like, oh, how could you? Oh, how's this? How's that? You're taking a knee. 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Let's say 20 years from now. He's going to be remembered for this. He will always be remembered for the first player to take a knee, the first player to stand against the injustice against black people. So you don't necessarily need to be a champion. I don't believe that in my heart of hearts.
No. In terms of for athletes, yes.
And that's what matters. That's where we're that, and I think that's what matters because no other athlete was brave enough to stand. They didn't stand. It's like one of those things where I'm gonna go over the hill and face the Indians. Oh shit, yo, come back. Yo, they all over here. Come on, guys, come with us. That's that person that you need. So he's the igniter of it that started, and it was like
he's Tonto.
Yeah, he's Tonto. You can call him Tonto. That's absolutely fair. That's absolutely fair.
I feel
you don't have to be the champion though. You don't have to be.
I feel like, like for what it was the time that it was around. So I don't want to sit there and say that it was for, all black athletes or anything like that. But it was just the time that it was around with the Trayvon Martin. It was the
timing.
It was about timing. It was about timing. However, he's not that guy though. Like I
don't think so.
No.
You don't think so.
No. Hear me out. I respect him highly, and I admire what he has done. And I'm not saying what he has done is not a great thing. What he has done,
the first to do it.
However, it would have been much more impactful for somebody of, let's say, Brett Favre. No. But you hear what I'm saying though.
I get you.
Because you know what it is. Because they have to represent that whole sport. Like it would have had to been Kobe Bryant. It would have had to been somebody.
Kobe never spoke about social issues. This is once again my point.
No, I understand that, but that's what I'm trying to tell you though. Like it would have had to been somebody of that nature to sit there and say that, and then people would be like, "Oh, wait a minute, yo, we gotta listen to him because guess what? We need him."
I respectfully disagree. I just think it takes one, and you don't gotta be a crazy athlete. You don't have to be the champion.
I never said that. I never said that.
You don't have to be the top player in your sport. Like it's all about your stance and what you're standing for, and if people are behind you. People are behind Colin Kaepernick. Think about how many players all of a sudden started kneeling. It was like, oh no, you're not with that shit. This year, I'm just saying. Allow me. I'm just saying in general. You're saying he's not that guy. He will forever be remembered. No matter what, his legacy is built. His legacy is all set. He's not worried about it.
No, absolutely. He will always be remembered.
He will forever. So him saying you're not that guy.
No. Because listen, that's what I'm saying. But don't compare him to Muhammad Ali. No.
How can't you?
You cannot. You can never compare them to. You can't never compare them to. No way.
They said what they said. And
because you know why? You know why? No. Because Muhammad Ali was different because America needed him. USA needed him. He was the greatest boxer at that time, bro.
He was a black man who was a boxer, the greatest of the time.
But that's what I'm saying. He was he was an entertainer.
They don't need you.
No, they did need him because you know why?
Don't, though. No, you're a want, not a need.
No. Because guess what though? When you're a champion at whatever you're doing, you're the best at what you're doing. You get stripped of your title. You get thrown in jail, bro.
It's bigger. The scene is bigger. But Colin Kaepernick was also a person that took his team to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So how is he not the same aspect?
But he's not. No.
He didn't win it, but he took them there, and then he all of a sudden gets cut. So it's like you got to give.
I'm not sitting here saying that what Colin Kaepernick did was wrong.
No, but you're saying it's not on the scale of Muhammad Ali.
No, it's not.
He went to the, but he went to the championship. He went to the championship not even a year or two before.
That's fine.
And he was the head quarterback. He was the starting quarterback all those years before that.
That's fine.
So how is it any different?
So did a lot of other people. So did a lot of bum
Almost you're excusing it. Now it sounds like you're just excusing it because you're like, oh, he's a bum quarterback.
No, I'm not saying that he's not a bum quarterback. But
Him and Jimmy Garoppolo.
I don't know.
Really? You can't answer that question.
I can't because you know what I mean? Like I haven't seen Jimmy play.
My point being is
I haven't seen Jimmy play like that.
I don't give a shit if you're the top quarterback because Tom Brady and none of those Brett Favre, none of those guys are going to say that shit. No, it doesn't affect them. It doesn't affect them.
No, they won't.
So you know what I'm saying? And then Colin came out and said what he said. And no matter what, you got to be strong because no one's going to like you, bro. No one's going to like you when you disagree with them or you don't agree with what they're saying or any of that stuff. That's natural. Like, you got to expect that. But him being the one to come out and say it, that's more important to everybody in the long run. Muhammad Ali wasn't the champion when he said the shit he said. He was still Cassius Clay.
Yeah.
He wasn't even the champion yet. He was going into being the champion, which is great. That's all great. Who else? Who else said things? Like Nelson Mandela, he just got crucified.
Yeah.
He didn't win it yet. He was going there. But the point being is like, you're always going to be remembered for that. Like I don't think anything else matters. In history, it's going to go down as Colin Kaepernick was the first to kneel during the national anthem. The first to stand against injustice. The first. So no matter what, in 10, 15, 20, whatever it may be, I don't know what it's going to be. God, I pray to God that Colin gets something. Because
listen. I just hope, Colin, if you ever run across this video, run across this podcast, I just hope you run for politics, man.
Absolutely.
Make a difference. Make a difference.
I think you deserve more.
You know what I mean? My thing is just like if you're gonna do it, do it.
And he's at that point.
Stand up. Like no. He's at that point. If you're gonna do it, do it.
He's at that point. He is. Football. I think football is over. I pray. Me personally, I pray people don't watch football this season just to prove a point. Just to prove a point to the NFL that you don't have the power you think you have. I pray people. I'm not gonna watch football a lot this season. I promise you I won't. I promise you I won't. I might watch the Super Bowl, but I won't watch anything else. I promise you that, because just the injustice that everything has been.
No. A lot of things.
A lot of things have, and that's the thing. It was a snowball effect. It took time, but it got to the point where you're like, wow, like this is a real thing. This is a real thing. It's like a slave master owning a slave. And now that players are talking out against teams and saying what they want, and like, I'm not stepping on that field. You can find me all the hell you want. That's the mark that Colin Kaepernick has left. That is his legacy right there. The fact that they're strong enough to stand up. That's all. So Colin Kaepernick, I commend you. Thank you. You know, NFL, figure that shit out, because y'all really need to, because your players, they're not digging it, man.
Nah, they're not.
And the fact that y'all try to do that without the players agreement is really entertaining. It's really funny. And shout out to all the celebrities who are also donating to Colin Kaepernick this week. I saw that. That was dope. That was really dope. They was like, yo, we're not watching the NFL season, and we're going to donate to Colin Kaepernick's foundations. That was dope.
Shout out to the Hall of Fame.
For what? What are you talking about?
It's today. I think it's today or tomorrow.
Is it today?
Is it today or tomorrow?
Or Sunday?
The inductees.
Oh, who's the one? Oh, that's right. Terrell Owens is going on.
T.O. You got Moss in there, too.
Randy's going?
Randy's in there, baby.
Congratulations, Randy. Congratulations to you, Randy. Congratulations to all y'all.
And Urlacher.
Brian's going?
Brian's in, bro. Like you said, Brian's in.
Wasn't bad.
Woo! That wasn't bad. You know what? Let me throw you a curveball real quick. Shoot. Topic: investment.
Okay.
I need you to notice. I need you to tell me if you're pro it or against it right now. Investment. And then I'm gonna tell you the question.
Okay.
You pro it or against it?
I'm pro it right now.
You pro it.
Pro.
All right. So that means I'm against it.
Okay. Fair.
All right, people. Here's a question.
Shoot.
Females getting their body done. Why are you pro it? I want to give him a minute to really saturate.
That's fine. Pro it. Women. I mean, if it's yours, you bought it. If women were kind of revved up against. We kind of put them in an unfair box at times. I'll give women that. We want you to be perfect, but it's also a mental thing on women as well. You don't have to be perfect, baby. Like, listen, you don't gotta be perfect. We don't need perfect. Trust me. Perfect is unreal. We can live with a stretch mark or a couple, whatever, a little, chicho or something. Men like stuff to grab. The problem is we fall, like social media, we fall into, like, it was like in our time, it was video girls, the air sculptures and all that, and I'm pro it because I understand, I get it. Women want to be perfect, women want to be wanted, and that's fine. You're always going to be wanted. One thing you have is one thing men always want, and we're not going to even front on that. So I get it, and they want to feel sexy, they want to feel blessed, they want to feel loved, which is not uncommon for a lot of people. You just have to know that it doesn't depend on the man. You gotta love yourself first. That's all. And a man will love you. If a nigga wants you when you got all types of fucked up shit with you, that's the nigga you want. Be honest.
Okay.
Nay.
I'm against it.
Okay.
I'm against it. Obviously, I feel like it's misleading. Mm-hmm. It forces more stress on the naturals. On all the naturals, and I feel like it's misleading. It's misleading. I feel like changing your body, getting all this more attention changes your personality. It changes who you really are. Like that's how I feel like it. You know what I mean? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like for the females that have done this change, this power change, it has changed them. Like, and they won't say it. They won't say, no, I didn't change. I'm the same person. I just...
You're never the same person.
Value the... No. I feel like, no, you're not... you change. Like, you know what I mean? You're not the same person you are because now you're getting more attention. You feel like you're at a different level than what you were before you got your work done.
Is it so much the attention or so much the person?
I feel like it's so much the attention, like, because obviously, like, you're getting more attention. You're now feeling that you're higher than what you were already. Like, and I get it, you know, we all have levels, but at the same time, never forget where you're from.
You was eating fish sticks.
Like, come on,
oh, eating fish sticks.
Like, boo boo, before you got your surgery, you ordered.
So do you think
you ordered a cheesy bread? You ordered the cheesy bread. With,
do you think that if a woman can remain who she is? Oh no, that's the wrong question. Do women, when they dress, do they get dressed for attention for themselves?
It depends. That's a fair question. Like, you know, I feel like
the more scandalous, I feel like it's for attention.
But I feel like, but then it's silly because you know you dress the way you dress and then you complain about the people getting at you. Oh my God, all these guys are they're such thirst buckets, and I'm like, what do you like? Look what you got on.
It's an oxy.
You showing half your body. You're showing all of this extra stuff, and then you're mad that you're getting this attention. Well, I'm saying, don't be a thirst bucket. And
I think women they do value attention, just from which man.
They do.
And I feel like from which man is my I guess that I know it is, and that's fine. And you can, but you can't pick and choose. It's very difficult to say I want it from this man, from that man. Usually it's the nigga that's not the best nigga for you, but it's essentially one of those things where it's like you want attention, and you just have to admit it. I think it's a point where we have to be very open with it. Women are very sensual creatures. They like to be wanted, like to be needed, like to be loved, which is fine. Yeah. And I get that. But you also have to accept the other parts of it. Like men, we can't cover up what we have.
No.
If you're ugly, you're ugly, nigga. Period. Period. Point blank. There's no nice way to say that. Men, if you're ugly, you're ugly. You gotta have game, right?
You think Dennis Schroeder has game?
He has to. He has money. You have to have money or game. Sorry, now that you said that, yeah, it has to be money or game, right? Women can cover up flaws. They try to, or they want to, or they need to, whatever the case may be. But at the same time, you gotta remain who you are. You gotta remain who you are. I mean, I got friends that got bodies and all that, and it's fine. I just my only thing I tell them is like, just don't change who you are. I know you as this person. Before that, after that, be who you are and don't crave attention from specific type.
But I feel like they do already.
And that's the problem.
And that's the thing, you know what I mean? And I get it. Social media gives them that plug.
That's the platform. That's the problem. That's the other problem.
Social media gives them that plug to be able to bless. Social media gives that plug. Bless.
Sorry about that.
Social media gives it a plug to give him or her that attention.
But you also can't judge the person for approaching you.
I don't judge all of them. I don't judge none.
No, I'm talking about the thirst buckets that you were saying about.
But my thing is just like, I just don't understand how certain females feel that, now that you got your body done. I get it. You invested $8 to $10 grand.
You're the pop now.
I get it, boo boo cakes.
You're a pop.
Like. Your pockets are hurting. Your pockets are hurting.
You're gonna be a pop.
Like your pockets are hurting. You gotta do maintenance. You gotta do all of that stuff. I get it. It's like buying a car. It's like she bought a used car. She bought a used car, and then she gotta do like oil change. She gotta do this. She gotta do
used car's a new car. What do you new car at least?
All right. You got a new car. You got a new car. Like I don't know, like a Prius.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Give them like they depends on the surgeon.
All right, cool.
A good surgeon is saying a Lexus or a Benz. Okay, good surgeon.
All right, cool. All right, so you got.
I'm fair. Okay.
But you gotta think about. You got the maintenance. You got all the maintenance. And all that stuff. So now you're looking for that person.
Maintenance is I'm including makeup.
Yeah.
Because that's nails, makeup, pedicure, manicure.
So, but now you have that guy. You have that guy that is, how can I put this in a good way? Sponsoring you.
It's either a dope boy
or
it's either a dope boy or an athlete.
No.
It's either a dope boy or an athlete or a rich nigga. It ain't really nothing.
They have a guy that's sponsoring them. that sponsor needs to help pay off this stuff. So he buys.
And can they admit their sponsor at this point? I think it's okay. I think it's okay to admit.
You know what? You know what? That's you know what? No. Okay, hear me out. I'm
think
doing
it's
this.
fair they can admit.
You know what, ladies? I think it's fair in time. If someone is tricking off on you, that's your sponsor.
That's it. No wrong.
You gotta put that in your back bio.
Not in your bio, but just
Put that in your bio.
At least put the nigga on camera.
This is my sponsor.
At least give my sponsor. Just give him the shot.
At least, come on, man. If he's paying for it, at least give him the plug.
Give not even just put him in the shot. I appreciate that.
Because my thing is just like you would do the same thing for Nike. If they got a contract with Nike, be like,
or
Lululemon, or you know what I mean. They would do the same thing though.
I think we're at that point where you kind of have like we pay
if you're getting money, I get it. I understand you're getting money, but just show your credentials. Like listen, hun cakes. Like I gotta go through taxes every single year. I gotta claim a lot of stuff, and when I claim stuff, I gotta have a receipt. Like
you have a receipt. There's a receipt somewhere in that.
Ladies, file. We don't have a receipt because you didn't pay for it. This is the problem.
No, I'm not gonna bash him. I get it.
It's not about bashing. It's not about bashing, but it's just I'm not bashing them either.
We just call it out. Like call it fair. Call it fair.
Like you know what I mean? Like keep it.
If niggas could get their face done and their dick bigger, I mean, I'm sure they would. Right? Like.
And that's what I'm saying. But my thing is just like, yo, at least be fair to the dude that's paying for you. Be fair to the dude that's paying for you.
I hate the one where they take a picture of their plate, but not the other plate.
Don't do that.
That's the part I don't like. At least give him
that satisfaction.
Like,
I'm on a date.
Yeah, don't be out in Greece by myself. No, baby.
Nah, then don't take a picture of my plate. Period.
And I know a couple of chicks that do.
Oh my god.
I know a couple, and
good.
It's very like
the finer things in life. Oh,
yeah,
I love that quote.
A man paid for that, and that's okay. Now, if you pay for it by yourself, baby, do it. But if you didn't, what the fuck are you lying for?
Yeah,
that's all. I
like don't freak like you did it. Oh,
I like honesty. That's all. I like honesty.
All we're trying to say is, ladies, it's like if it's yours, it's yours.
If he bought it, cool. It's still yours. I don't give a shit what he says.
It's still yours, but you know what I mean, like.
That's like a nigga buying you sneakers and he's saying, well, I want to wear them. Not gonna happen. You know what a safe shoe size.
Yeah.
Doesn't work. Just doesn't add up. But as long as you at least are honest about it, I don't like when people turn into that, oh, I'm better than. No, you're not, baby. You was eating fish sticks, bitch. Don't act like you wasn't.
No, stop it.
You know what I mean? If that nigga didn't pay for them oysters, you wouldn't have had oysters.
Facts. Like I think.
But I do wish them the best of luck. At least that.
I wish all you females the best of luck, but we just gotta learn how to use more cliff notes. Like, we need to cite our stuff.
Yeah.
We need to cite who paid for it. We need to cite who sent us here. We need to cite what credit card it was on. Cause that's my thing. Is it's fair. That's fair. Like, come on. Like, you know what I mean? I get it. Like, but you can't.
And you can't also complain.
Because that's what I'm saying. Because you know why? Concerned females,
niggas ain't shit. I'm
niggas ain't shit. And
that.
they'll quick to bash. They'll quick to bash a dude that don't got money or don't supposedly got it like that.
But she was.
But then again, you over there
taking his break,
mooching.
That's considered mooching.
Mooching.
Now, if a man does it, is it considered as negative? If you do it to an older woman, I'm just asking the question. I'm devil's advocate. Is it considered the same thing? Cause like men, we're not gonna really get our bodies done, none of that shit. We're gonna like
it's
sneaker, like dumb shit.
It's funny that you even say that because I feel like it's one of those things where when you're younger and you're dating someone younger, it's frowned upon. But then when you're older and when you're dating someone younger, it's like, hey, good for you. It's weird. It's weird though. It's weird though. It's like, wow, you got yourself. Wow.
Older chick.
Wow. Okay. But it's weird though, man. But to each his own, man. Listen, if you guys do what you guys do, like, keep doing it, but at the same time, man, at least
don't involve your friends that got relationships either. I've noticed that a lot. Oh, he'll pay for it. No,
he's
stay the fuck away from their happy relationship. You take your little asshole and go. Everybody else, not so much. Talking about, oh, he'll pay for it.
No,
I don't give a fuck if he's paying for it. If it's your girl, like, listen, I'm not taking that. No, I'm not. I'll pour my own. Thank you, sir. I'm not mixing. You out of your mind. But yeah, don't involve people who are in relationships. I've noticed that a lot too. Not one, but 3 people have brought that to me, and that's kind of like you need to keep them out of it. Like they're in a relationship. Yeah, you want to be a hoe. I'm sorry, not a hoe. You want to go.
You want to be an entrepreneur
and do your thing with him. That's fine, but don't include other people.
You want to be a social butterfly.
Yeah, you be a social butterfly, and that's on you, sweetheart.
Great.
Woo! Pick up.
Yeah, that's good. Huh?
Well, pick me up.
That's a pick me up.
I had one.
Oh my goodness! Listen, guys, I wanna thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Opinions and Consequences. Once again, my name is AJ McLaughlin.
I'm Clinton Martinez. Number 9.
Number 9. Listen, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell.
We appreciate you. We really do.
I appreciate
the subscribe button's at the bottom.
It's right there. You just you see it.
If you hit it, click.
And also be sure to follow him.
Comment,
the
please.
Link is at the bottom.
Yeah.
Comment, like, share, tell a friend. Listen, man, any questions, comments, anything like that, shoot us an email. Leave them in the comment below.
Feedback. Feedback is good.
Is great.
We don't look at it as hate.
Nah.
It's actually productive criticism.
Constructive
criticism, I'm sorry.
I love it. If you're mad about something, tell me what you're mad about.
And we will discuss it.
And I will gladly talk about it.
Easily.
And you matter of fact, I'll even go even deeper. I'll call you on the phone and talk about it.
Yeah, no, we will do that.
And have you on air and talk about it.
We're more than happy to put you on speakerphone, or you can come here.
That's it.
We just want to hear your side. That's all. We don't know everything. We don't walk parts.
That's it.
Well, at least be honest about that.
That's
the big part. Just be honest about what you know. I know what you know. That's my statement.
You know what you know. Hey, listen, man. Till next time.
See you next week.
Salutations.
Hey, take care.
Opinions and Consequences. Episode 9. See you next week.
Next week.
Cheers.